Hello and welcome to episode 165 of the Veeam Community Recap. Back in the office. Safiya is up with me. How are you doing today, Safiya?
I'm doing all right, Rick. Just getting back from Canada. I was there last week after we filmed the recap. First time there. That was fun. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm like bubbling Veeam on everywhere, but I got two very pressing questions. Was it truly your first time to Canada?
Would I lie about that?
You
Or do
don't
you
lie
know
about
something that I
anything.
don't?
No,
I was
I
like,
just
have I been to Canada?
surprised.
No, I've never been. Yeah, that was my first time in Canada last week. Took the 1 hour flight from Columbus direct with Air Canada. They did lose my bag on the way back, but they found it. It was delivered. I know I was telling Matt Crape because he said he has bad luck with them. And I was like, maybe you gave me your curse. But I
Well, you
did
know
get
what's
my
funny?
bag.
Air Canada gets a lot of people have everybody has an opinion on Air Canada. I
Yeah,
actually
I've
like them. I
noticed.
keep going and they're
It's
I'm fine with
convenient.
them. Yeah, because especially if you're going to a lot of places in Canada. I got my
Mhm.
family vacation. I'm taking the whole family on it, so I'm pretty brave like that coming up here in June. But
Oh,
what's
I didn't
really
know that.
getting me here, did Alfred hurt himself? Is that a like a cast on the plushie's arm or something? What's
It
going
is
on?
it's a sweatband, but it does kinda look
Oh,
like a
got it.
cast.
Okay, I thought
Yeah.
he was injured.
From
Just making
Veeam
sure.
last year, they had,
Okay.
like, the was it 80s themed? You were involved last year. I think it was 80s themed. That was
I
the
I was not involved in that part of it.
okay.
Okay. So,
I think it was an
yes.
80s theme, and they gave out sweatbands to everyone, so I decided to put mine on Alfred, but it does kind of look like he's injured.
Yeah, we got to take care of that cat. I just wanted to make sure. Okay,
He's
so he's
alright.
fine.
He's
All right.
fine.
So, friends, yeah, VMon is on the mind. And, Safiya, you've got your community session that you're going to rock, and you'll
Yep.
be there. We have good slice of some of our community members going to be there. I'll be there. A lot of other parts of our team. Still time. Was it Community 10 to register for
Community 10
10%
for
off if you
10%
want to
off.
go?
Rickatron 10, I think, also
Rickatron 10 as well. That's right. I should get Rickatron 11, but we'll see. Maybe next year.
for 11% off. We'll see. Maybe you
All
can
right.
get for 25, Rickatron
Ooh,
25% off for next
ooh,
year.
that has a
That would
good
be a
ring
good
to it.
discount.
Well, this is the 10th year of VMons, so that's
Okay,
why the 10 was kind of a jingle. So we'll have to see about that.
we'll
But
see.
we do have a lot of great community stuff, and you've curated a great list. So thank you for that. First of all, let's start up. Oh, Mark Poland, haven't called his name in a while.
Yeah, so the first post today comes from Mark Poland. He's one of the solutions architects for the Product Management Alliance team here at Veeam. And he posted some news that comes from Pure Storage. They developed a GitHub. They had this community initiative project that lets you use Veeam backup and replication, unstructured data backup to backup, both NFS and SMB shares on a flash array or a flash blade from storage snapshot. And here it's Mark mentions that it's important for flash array file backups for two reasons: open files and point in time consistency. And on GitHub, if you click, yeah, as you're scrolling through, you'll find some pre and post backup scripts for both flash array file managed directories and FlashBlade file systems on Pure GitHub, their repository. These are working scripts, but Mark mentions to read the disclaimer because it's intended as a starting point for someone who is used to PowerShell scripts. So you can customize your environment, but again, read the disclaimer. Don't want anybody messing up
Yeah,
anything.
that's the thing about scripts. You got to be careful. Got to
Yeah.
start safe and start small, and still holding on to Alfred. I see he's the hand prop now. But
See, for my
basically,
camera, he's like below.
yeah,
I can't
I
see
can
that
see
he's
him
on, but
peeking
okay,
through.
yeah.
He's popping
He's
through.
just the
But
fidget toy today.
exactly. But no, Mark, hey, thank you for sharing this. I love some of these controls, these PowerShell controls to the pure arrays, both flash array and FlashBlade file, especially that one right there, the FlashBlade file. Pretty cool. And this includes when you have pure storage safe mode snapshot immutability turned on. Friends, this one is one of my favorites because if you did not know, Pure Storage Safe Mode snapshots are one of my ultra resilient media because it requires 4 eyes authorization to expose that. So, hey, if you're using Pure Storage, check this one out. Thank you for sharing, Mark. All right, next up is a question, and Craig is walking right into one of the biggest debates I've ever seen.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Well, this is a short one. So, yeah, it's a poll from Craig, one of our Veeam Vanguard's VUG UK leader, bringing his question to the recap. So, Rick, want to get your feedback on this. Some people answered in the comments below as well. But what would you consider a standard or recommended retention policy? So, he gives out 5 options to vote from. Since it's
Yeah.
so highly debated, Rick, let us know your thoughts.
So I actually talked to a lot of the Veeam systems engineers that actually have the customers saying, well, what do you recommend?
Hmm.
And it does always depend. But if I didn't know anything about the business, including like requirements, I would probably do actually something even different. I would
Okay.
do, let's see if I can do this. Test my, I would do 7 days. I would do 4 week. I would do 0 month. And I think I'd have to think about the retention. I know, let's do 4 month and then let's do 4 year. I'd do something like that. And that's, and expecting I'll have something like a spaceless full backup like the XFS. And that's for like data I care about. My data at home, I'm rolling like this. Okay.
Okay.
My Even though there's not a lot of change rate, which especially with spaceless full backups permits me to do this. If I had a lot of change rate, I couldn't. If it's like just, I've talked to some organizations that actually don't want that long chain of discovery, and so they would be up there with option one there on Craig's option, right? So if I had to start somewhere, it would be the most retentive. So the most retentive is this that he has. That's what I would vote,
Okay.
but I want more than 1 year. So that's my
Gotcha.
my biggest issue with what he's
Did
proposed there.
anybody
So
comment any above 1 year, I wonder? Anyone have any
same.
customized answers like you? Maybe not.
No, I will put it in
Okay.
later and I will take a screenshot of my home configuration just to show what I've
Mhm.
done because I'm using the Veeam hardened repository with the XFS block cloning. So that's that spaceless full backups that and actually it's a pretty interesting specimen because every week I'm doing a synthetic full, which it does very efficiently on there. And I want to say I have about 4 years of it now. And it's like 250 terabytes versus it actually only being 1 terabyte. But it's the way spaceless full backups work. It's very efficient like that. So I'll put a screenshot in from the crib, Craig, to show with you. But only thing I would do is vote for more on the years. And then especially if we're like talking healthcare, the 7 year kicks in. So but no, a lot of people don't know where to start. So
Mm.
that's a good one for sure. What I'm intentionally logged out because I may be showing another vote. So
Okay. I was
I'm curious.
wondering why you logged out when we were
Yeah, because I'm
prepping up
curious
the
what people are
queue.
voting. But no, Craig, this is a great conversation starter. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, thanks, Craig.
All right, we're gonna have to translate this one, right? So
Yep, pull up the
let
translation.
where's no, no,
Does it?
yes,
Okay.
yes. All right, Yasmin Budina. I think this is a new name that I've not recognized. So a big welcome.
Yeah, welcome Yasmin. She's not new to the community, but she's newer to posting. So,
Okay.
welcome to sharing content. Greatly appreciate you sharing your knowledge on the hub. This one comes from, yeah, Yasmin. She decided to share a blog about how to optimize Oracle with Veeam backups. So, she goes through the two main ways that Veeam allows backing up Oracle databases at an image level or through the Oracle Recovery Manager plugin. So, Yasmin, as you scroll down, will take you through both methods, and she lets people know that it is possible to combine both of these different ways.
Mhm.
It achieves more granularity, but when managing archive logs specifically, you should use one option to maintain consistency. But yeah, something to leverage with your backups with Oracle.
Yeah,
Do
and
you
my
use this? Rick?
Oh, I don't currently, but I have. But want to give big shout out to Arnon. He's one of the
Yes.
best. Love
Yes,
that
he is.
guy, Arnon. And Yasmin, this is a great write-up. So thank you so much. And this is, I did the translation, but everyone, this is part of the French-speaking Africa user group, which
Hmm.
is very vibrant. Arnon's done a great job of getting some engagement there. And Yasmin, just for readability here, we change it over to English. But really big thank you here. What I want to highlight is the fact that both is an option. And one thing
Hmm.
I'll add, and I don't know if she put it in here. No, I don't think she did. It'll only consume one universal license. That is cool. It doesn't take two Veeam licenses to do that because there are use cases of both. Windows updates, Linux updates could break everything. Well, then what do I do without an image-based backup,
Hmm.
right? So great stuff here, Yasmin. Thank you so much. So that is our 3 featured contents. Doing good on the
Featured.
rules. But now we go over to special department and a recap of last week's show. Honey, I Shrunk the RPOs may or may not play off of a funny movie. That is great.
See the GIF.
I didn't get, yeah, it's funny because I do remember that movie, but
Yeah.
really good to have seen this one go out. And yeah, so there's Anthony and Michael. So it was great. So I really appreciate this one. And
Yeah.
yeah, CDP. So it's good stuff.
Yeah, make
Very
sure to
good.
catch it if you didn't get to watch it live last week. Find out more about Michael. I found out more about him just watching it. He
Oh,
has a
really?
PhD in chemistry. Yeah, Dr. Michael Meltzer,
Wow.
Yeah, incredible past. He was a chemist before joining this world. And yeah, incredible life story. And great show. Had great live viewership, but always catch the replays if you didn't watch it live, or share it with some people that might find the information useful.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I love those extra pieces of perspective. I was at an
Yeah.
event during the stream last week, so I couldn't make it. But I got a long list of stuff to watch on my
Add it
uh,
add it to the
replay
list.
list. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, but hey, that's our goal here at Veeam. We are going to like give everyone the content they want. Never should we hear, I just can't find anything to learn from Veeam. That's just not
No,
how it's going
it's
to go.
always on YouTube.
Yeah,
We always have
exactly.
the content there. Never a
Thank you,
shortage.
Anthony. Thank you, Michael. Great stuff. All right, just a reminder, speaking of votes, I didn't kind of mention everyone. I broke the Madalena rule because she's not here. Might as well do what I want to do. The blog of the month vote is still open. I'm running a 2-week vote, so you have another chance. And I have logged out, but there was a tie
There
tending
is
in.
currently a
So
tie.
we need people to tie break. We have no precedent of what to do in a tie. We have an idea, but you have a chance, viewers, to break the tie. So we got Tariq, Luis, Joe, Link State, Nico, and Joe and Luis again. So I broke another rule by having Luis up top. Now I will tell you, the tie is not Luis and Luis. Okay, that would be a new problem.
Imagine. That would be an easy solution, though. It just
Yeah,
goes to Luis, but this
yeah,
would be two different
exactly.
people. So yeah, definitely make sure to vote. I found it funny when Max commented. He was like, "Oh, no blog of the month for employees," and I said,
Yeah,
"Well, if Rick is running this again, who knows what'll happen?
yeah.
Maybe we do an employee blog of the month just for employees. I think that'll.
Ooh,
I think
okay.
you'll rock
Or
that right
or
eventually.
blog
A
of the
blog
year,
of the
maybe.
year. Oh, what will
For the
that person
employees.
get?
Yeah, because like the blog of the goal of the community is to
Hmm.
really work the members of the community. Our employees are definitely integrated. We talked about Mark Poland's post here this morning. It seems like always there's an MVP post, or
Hmm.
the V100 show had Anthony on our team as the host. There's, our employees are embedded in our community, but we really want to elevate the external members. But I learned a long time ago, pay them in pixels, right? You got to think about our employees as well. So they have a great experience with the MVP program. But then if they're not an MVP and then they're engaging on the community, we'll have to think about something.
We'll think.
We
Yeah.
Another badge, maybe.
Batch. Creative team is loving it.
Oh, what we know that we don't want to happen is me making my own graphics, okay? Because
That would be unique.
well, you remember for blog of the month. You were like, Rick, we have a visual for this because I had like made my own whatever this is.
DIY.
Yeah. And she's like, everyone. Safiya's like, Rick, he can't. No,
Let
don't put
creative
that up.
team do their work.
Yeah.
We all have our specialties.
All right. 2 other pieces of information to share. The Veeam Events app is up in both Google Play and in the Apple application store. Like we got confused. App store, like application, or app like Apple Store.
For some reason, I think it's the Mandela effect. I really thought it was Apple Store.
I thought it was App Store, like
It's just
applications. Apple Store is where you go and buy your iPod and your ear, the device, the physical things. In the App Store, no LE, but the App Store is where you go buy the digital experience.
It is short for Apple. If Apple has a shortened version.
I guess. All right. So thank you, Safiya, for curating those. Oh, I got one more thing, friends. One more. Last week I started doing something new.
Okay.
Of course, I didn't tell Safiya that this was
I was like, okay.
The Butler API has updated again. Last week we were on, I think, 66. And now we are on 68. Okay. So it actually updated twice since last week. So if you were looking at, let's see, Veeam.com KB 4514, this KB will tell you how to do it. So if you're doing it offline, it's time to update. So you want to keep that lickety quick and right. All right, let's switch over to who's new. 45 up 45 this week.
Welcome, everyone.
I think I know who. This one is.
Oh, who is it?
Oh, I like this one.
Who do you think it is?
Well, I think it's a guy named an Ian, but I don't know for sure. But they got some cool names. You like the number name? I like the number name. I do.
Okay. I was like, does it signify something that I'm missing? Or
it's not a US phone number, but it might be like +65. Is that Brazil? And then a phone number? I don't know. But no, welcome everyone. Good list. I love these cute names. And then Alfred's picked to be Chip Flyer. That's a pretty cool name. Sounds like
Chip Flyer.
Sounds like a pilot. Hi, I'm Chip Flyer. It's cool. All right, Safiya, let's see. Next week, me, you, and Madalena are going to be in St. Louis, Missouri, for the Gainsight Pulse event, which is the parent company of the platform we use for the community hub. Got a great opportunity. Maddie and I are going to present, and I don't know what we're going to do on recap. Given Maddie has a technology challenge right now, we might want to record on Monday of next week, me and you one more time. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Might as well just record again right now.
We have enough content for it.
I'll make something up. Yeah. That's what I do.
If you see us in the exact same outfits, don't say anything.
I have a coat. I have a wardrobe here in the closet.
I'll just go into the swag closet. Yeah. It'll be fine.
There's something green in there. I don't know. All right. Thank you so much, Safiya, for helping out today.
Thanks for having me.
All right, everyone. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.